Okay. So, Them's Fighting Herds, or TFH as the kids call it, is a fighting game inspired by My Little Pony. We all get that. And when I say inspired, I of course mean start as Friendship is Magic and change course into the seas of Legally Distinct OC. Obviously, when you break down the new cast and character and gameplay, they fall into the same archetypes as their predecessors. To the point the only one's fooled is the court system. For what it is, though, a silly idea of an MLP fighting game that someone drew, people dared to dream could become real, then a random group of people came together and made it real. It is one of the best fan games MLP ever got. Technically, MLP is still going, so there is time for Hasbro to finally decide to take their IP to a credible developer. Maybe one with a timetable less than 10 fucking years, and make a fun, easy to learn, tough to master, pretty game. So long as it has Twilight and the gang, I'm happy. But instead, we get this.
But if you look like me, you might feel like me, and then you can play like me. But.
Oh wait, it's 2022. We're in a fresher hell. Anyways, my point is that Fighting Herds was able to accomplish something so rarely seen. Before the release of TFHvOC2, and to a lesser extent RubyQuest, no one ever believed that a group from 4chan could do anything productive. And for good reason. Sure, there were smaller things like artist collaborations here and there, where several Anons contributed to a single trend like Pictures of Cultist Chan, or Humanity Fuck Yeah stories, but never something as grandiose as a several-hour game that actually went anywhere. Harebrained ideas came up all the time, and were considered just that. Retarded. When TFHvOC2 was finally finished, every faggot on this political anime fandom book club turned and said, 4chan actually made something. It was a game changer. And the fact that the story was actually any good gave the site some real credibility in being able to create something other than Longcat memes and Battletoads pizza. But wait, TFH isn't related to 4chan. I hear you say so that I have some basis for this video even existing. I mean, what else am I going to do a recap of? The one chapter of story mode? Fun fact, the developers Main 6, good job on wanting to separate yourselves from MLP, but keeping the name Main 6 by the way, were regularly active here since the beginning of Fighting is Magic. They would post updates, take feedback in the threads, and grab future testers from here. Now I happen to conveniently lose all evidence of this when trying to hide my power level by shoving all of my folders into one hidden folder, turning everything into a shortcut, and transporting the data to another dimension, like a bag of holding situation. So the source is, dude, trust me. But I was there. Here, have this Pinkie Pie idol animation from the old game files I turned into a video because I loved it so much. Main 6 was here, and we were there. The first leak of the game, which was basically just Applejack vs. Applejack, was done by an Anon who posted it here. When Main 6 found out, and said it was like a homeless man being given a half-built house, they defended that horrible analogy here. The board followed them to the discount showrooms of actual tournaments, like EVO, where the game was shoved in the back like an unwanted tulpa, and helped build some hype. And then we get to the part of history most people remember. The cease and desist order, Lauren Faust offering the help, the Skullgirls and Them's Fighting Herds Kickstarters, which gave Main 6 access to an actually capable game engine, and the funds to follow their dreams, and the release of a finished... little premature. Honestly, at this rate, I'll be dead before we get to see the completed story. Game is still fun, though. Back on topic, there's a lot of history that Main 6 tries to sweep under the rug and avoid discussing at all costs. If life was a cartoon show featuring small-colored horses, this is the point where we would find out that it's the past who makes us who we are, and that you shouldn't try to ignore it. Sure, there may be an instance here or there where you need to be careful due to legal reasons. We all had that one wild road trip from our youth that was poorly planned and got out of hand way too quickly, where you're about to cross the border and the people in the car in front of you get pulled from the car. and that you may have something in the back that could get in trouble, so you tell your friend that you're going to try to outrun the police in the old, beat-up 1990s Nissan pickup truck you're driving, which causes him to freak out. We've all been there. But to completely deny those experiences and shut off any attempts at discussion stifles the growing up we did in making those mistakes as we progress from children to adults. If you want to be a sane person in this world of insane people, you have to be honest with yourself, both privately and publicly. Otherwise, you'll end up as just another vapid TikToker cunt following whatever the current trend of normal is, just so it seems like you fit in, whether it be screeching about rights or screeching about the lack of rights, depending on the day. Subscribe to my OnlyFans, follow me in the metaverse, and leave while performing self-fornication. Also, Shanty is Scootaloo. Fight me.
That ain't working, that's the way you do it. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Now that ain't working, that's the way you do it. Let me tell you, damn guys ain't dumb. Maybe get a blister on your little finger. Maybe get a blister on your thumb.
Hi guys, I'm a Pony OC.